Sarah, you just bring to life these individuals that you talk about throughout that story on Bloomberg Business Week. Give us an example, an anecdote of what you heard out there.
Well, I start the story with a woman, Sydney McRae, who was a sales manager at Massage Envy trying to make some money on the side through becoming internet famous. And it finally worked when she started doing choreography on TikTok. And these videos were going absolutely viral. And really, in the meantime, promoting the songs that were attached to the videos. So record companies started to pay her, music artists started to pay her, and she was feeling really great until she learned that the rate that she was getting was a fraction of what white women were being paid, in many cases, just to repeat the work that she had done.
And Sarah, the frustration, and you highlight this in your story, is this starts at the top, right? We knew eventually this would come out, how people have been being paid unequally. How does this stop? What is the cycle to get to the root of the problem?
Well, I think that the way the industry works, it's the CMOs, it's the heads of marketing at companies who are deciding who to pick for their campaigns, and the people in those rooms are majority white. And they're thinking, I want to hire somebody that I follow or that I like or looks like me. And they're just not thinking about these Black creators who, in many cases, have higher followings, have more engaged followings than their white counterparts, but are paid less. And so I think that there needs to be I mean, when you look at these tech companies, these are such a data driven set of companies. They have the data of who's doing well. They have the statistics on who's performing. They could simply look at those metrics and figure out who they should be hiring for these campaigns. And I think there's something to be said for the tech companies too, that they need to look at their algorithms, they need to look at their support systems, their verification systems, and figure out, are we disproportionately helping people who look like our management, or are we thinking about this holistically? Are we thinking about
Right.
helping Black and people of color as well?
Sarah, it's interesting in this world where we're sort of taking back our own freedom and our own independence and our financial freedom. You actually were writing about some of these influencers who are indeed just trying to change it themselves. What are they doing to make sure that they get paid equally?
I think that they do have to take matters into their own hands. I talked to some influencers who are completely leaving this whole brand world and deciding to go it on their own with t-shirt lines or speaking engagements, other ways of making money that they can control. I also talked to a group of influencers who are banding together in a sponsored house. So with strength in numbers, they can pitch themselves as a group to a brand, which may be more appealing since their following combined is in the millions. So I think that there are a lot of different ways people are trying to combat this. But listen, all of these companies are responsible too. They all came out last year during the race protests saying Black Lives Matter. They all made it part
Right.
of their marketing to support racial equality, and it just isn't showing up in where they put their money.